we read about problems in transportation, like traffic. The roads are very congested, and the fuel is not efficient because it's very expensive, and we don't have enough roads for all the cars, and the earth is very warm because of global warming. And we picked this idea after reading a lot of things about transportation. We like the flying car and the idea of cheap fuels like hydrogen and a big airbag. We made a blog for us to post all our things that we read about transportation, and we invited our mayor to our robotics meeting, and he talked about transportation, what we've been reading about.
Okay. Come on, the next person should be ready because we don't have enough time, okay? Next person should be ready. You already know who you are.
Okay, our team's flying car is called the Hot Hawk, and it's a car that can fly and drive. It takes off and lands vertically so that it doesn't take up a lot of room. It runs on eco-friendly fuel so that it doesn't damage the earth. It can fly either right above the cars or it can fly really high out of the way of everything. It can go a lot faster than cars so that you can get to your destinations faster. And it has an autopilot in it so that the person inside won't have to drive. And it's very safe because it has a lot of safety features built into it.
So we have thought of some constraints for the Hot Hawk, and some of our constraints are size, safety, and navigation, which means no roads. And so size, we thought that it has to fit in a garage and in a driveway, and some safety components we've thought of a sensor or monitors the speed, and like an airbag mechanism where if you're near an accident, the airbags go on the outside of the car so it prevents from an accident, and if it hits another car it just bounces off. And for navigation, we've combined a GPS, which is a navigation system, and a GIS, which shows geographical features. We've combined them so when you're in the air you'll know where you're going and you'll know what geographical features are around you. And we've also thought of pivoting propellers and collapsible wings that Mihir will talk about later, and we've also thought of an idea of parental control.
Okay, for this Hot Hawk, because it flies, we will not need roads, which the government has to pay for, so they'll save money. The government will save money. We will also not need traffic lights because different directions can go at different altitudes, which will save the government more money. Only the GPS will know these air roads that the Hot Hawk can fly in. And yeah.
Good. Here.
My pictures are gone again.
Oh.
Alright, so it'll be completely autonomous so that they can just climb in and say where they want to go, and they can just relax during the ride. And it'll have two pivoting propellers like these, which are on an army plane, so that it can take off like a helicopter. It can fly like a plane. And yeah. Next slide, please. And it'll have GPS and GIS technology, have the safest and most direct route, and it wouldn't really have crashes because it's automated. And if there were some kind of accident, there would be a parachute so it could come down safely, and an airbag and placed on the outside of the car. And it would use it would convert water into hydrogen fuel using electricity.
So companies right today are making prototypes of this flying car. They're using the military vehicles as their models. Right now, these will be very expensive to buy, or once they come out. But once these are mass-produced, they'll be in a more affordable range, just like a regular car. These will be very safe. They'll have autopilot, which will use the GIS plus GPS technology. They'll be training schools to learn how to actually ride these. These can also be, you can also use them with autopilot with the traffic rules that you learn in the schools. You don't use fossil fuels, so they're more eco-friendly. We use hydrogen, and this will create jobs as car companies will lose their customers, and then these will, flying cars will need people to work them. People are willing to try new things to say, first of all, it's very fashionable, it looks really nice. They'll want to save the planet, so they'll buy the most eco-friendly car. It's also a plus for them because they can travel faster, the fuel is much cheaper, and you can travel longer distances. Plus, flying is very fun, and if the government pushes this, like they did for the Cash for Clunkers, this can be a very successful idea.
I see the vision. I envision the future. It's like very bright. Like, it's a paradigm shift. So it's very unique. It's like out of the ordinary. So the roads would be less congested. So because they'll be stacked on each other. It'll be safer since like people don't have to drive it. It'll be like automatic. So it's less chance of accidents. And it's quicker because it'll be going at high speeds without any kind of traffic because everybody's going to keep on going. So it's greener because we're going to use green fuel. It allows expansions since we don't need to, like, since on land we can't expand it, we'll just stack it on each other in the sky, throughout the sky. It's a stress-free transportation, so like you don't have to drive, you can like relax, and it's easy to multitask, so you can do a lot of stuff in the car while the car is driving you. It's better for long distance transportation, like it can keep on going for a long time. You can ship goods on it, so you can enter like some kind of address in the GPS. So then it'll keep on going until the destination, and then the other person on the other side can unload it.
So the flying car, basically, it's a environmentally friendly car which uses hydrogen fuel, and so a lot of people want to buy it because it's fashionable, and it's unique because it's the vision of the future, and everybody thought that cars were like ridiculous, but now we use them. So it's basically a very new idea that we're using.